The Millionaire Father, written by Jeffrey Reitzel, narrated by Ayo Owodunni.
The Millionaire Father, because every child deserves a great father. Introduction. This book was written with the sole purpose of expressing to all dads that every child deserves a great father, and that means someone who is around often. Children are a whole lot different than adults. At times, adults measure love by how much you spend on them. Your children measure love by the amount of time that you spend with them, not by the amount of money you spend on them. With the importance our society places on monetary value, it is not too surprising that most people expect all things to have a dollar price connected to it. However, love from your children cannot be bought. The bond that you share will always exist on a subconscious level, the deepest level ever. So it is imperative that you express your love directly and exemplify it daily through your actions. The one thing about children is that they almost instinctively know when your love is genuinely there. Unfortunately, your love can't be there too often when you aren't there. The average father works a full-time job which requires him to work 40 hours or more each week. With this grueling schedule, he barely spends an hour and a half with his children a day. There are 24 hours in each day, yet the average father gives less than 10% of their time to their children. Think about it. Sitting down to have dinner with your family will not take too much time out of your schedule. Neither will casually talking with them about what happened in school for a quick 10 or 15 minutes after they get home. However, all of these things to do quickly add up, zapping away the precious time you already have so little of. Time then becomes your most precious and coveted commodity. In the same way that people often complain about not having enough money, people often complain about not having enough time. Unfortunately, when you don't seem to have enough time, you begin to devote your life to things that inevitably take more of your time away. Interestingly, though, the more time you spend with your children, something almost magical happens. You will want to spend more time with them. You will do whatever it takes to do things with them. Providing for your child is important. However, nothing can replace spending quality time with your child. Children need proper guidance and care so that they can mature into prosperous and successful adults. This kind of care can only come from one-on-one contact with a loving parent. The problems are conflicting and competing commitments. On one hand, you have a dad who does absolutely nothing to provide for his child, yet has all the time in the world to spend with his child, since he is doing absolutely nothing in life. Then you have the guy who makes loads of money and gives his children every material desire, but barely knows what his child even looks like, since he is away from the home 90% of the time. It is obvious money is important. Everyone not only needs it to survive, but some also need it to place themselves at a higher level in society. There must be balance, though. There are some folks that have hundreds of millions of dollars, yet don't understand the value of spending a few hours with their children, mentoring them, instructing them, and yes, of course, just having fun with them. So busy accumulating more, they forget about the real meaning of family and fathering. They get seduced into a self-defeating cycle of more, and I just can't get enough. Paying your bills and supplying food for the house are necessary, but at what expense do you pay to continue to work hard for more stuff? Just accept the fact that there will always be someone with more money and more success. The issue is accepting this fact and learning how to use what you already have and make it grow. Providing for your family should be your major priority, and that isn't too hard to do with a little hard work. Setting your family up for a lifetime of comfort, even after you're gone, doesn't require as much hard work as it only requires literal and fiscal toughness. Some men falsely believe that when they are successful and have social status, that their children will be more proud of them. Sasha and Malia, President Barack Obama's children, love him, but not because he is President of the United States or a former U.S. Senator, for that matter. They love him because of the time that he intentionally invests in each of them. You could have the most basic and elementary job, and even the dirtiest, and guess what? Your children will still find admirable qualities in you if you spend time with them. You don't have to be or have the incomes of Sean Puffy Combs, Donald Trump, Bill Gates, or Wayne Gretzky to be honored by your child. In your child's eye, you are far more important than they could ever be because they are not daddy. Those
Sample complete. Ready to continue?